You've done the research. Japan is safe, affordable, beautiful, but you keep hitting the same wall. How do you actually stay long enough for it to matter? I live in Japan, my wife is Japanese, and I'm going to walk you through the exact pathways most retirees never find, and why extended stays here are more accessible than you think. If this is useful, hit that like and let's go! Ima, ikimashou! First of all, if you have questions or want more details about any of the topics in this video, please leave a comment below. Alright, let's start with the honest truth, because a lot of content out there doesn't say it straight up. Japan does not have a dedicated retirement visa. No show us your pension, here's your stamp category. But here's what Japan does have, and the options are more real than you'd expect. The first path most people use is tourist visa stacking. Most Western passport holders get 90 days per entry. You stay 90 days, leave, a short trip to Korea, Taiwan, Southeast Asia, come right back and do another 90 days. For a lot of retirees, that's actually a workable lifestyle. Spring in Japan, travel the rest of the year, autumn back in Japan. It's not a residence permit, but it's legal. The catch is, Japan is tightening scrutiny on people who rotate in and out, clearly living there on tourist stamps. You need to show each entry is a genuine visit. Bookings, itinerary, sufficient funds. It works, but you need to approach it correctly. Beyond tourist rotation, Japan has several longer stay visa categories worth knowing. You can verify the current options at immigration.go.jp. Some of them include cultural activity visa, designated activities visa, or any new retiree adjacent categories. Know any income saving thresholds and validity periods. Because this landscape shifts, Japan has been updating its immigration rules more than usual lately. I'd encourage you to cross-check anything in this video against that website. I'll link it in the pinned comment. That's the official source and it's actually readable. The pinned comment also has the full checklist. Documents, income thresholds, questions worth asking a visa agent, everything's there. One question I get a lot. If your child already lives in Japan, can they sponsor you? Japan's standard dependent visa covers only a spouse and child. Parents are excluded entirely. The one exception is the highly skilled professional visa. If your child holds the HSP status visa, they can sponsor a parent, but only to care for a child under 7 or assist during a pregnancy with a household income above 8 million yen. The HSP visa also unlocks a bonus for spouses. Instead of being capped at part-time hours, they can work full-time in specialized fields. There's also a rare humanitarian designated activities visa for elderly parents, typically 70 or older, with no other family in their home country and no ability to live independently. It's granted case by case, not guaranteed. Whatever path you take, Japan wants to know you can support yourself without working locally. For tourist entries, that means showing sufficient funds on arrival. For longer stay applications, the bar is much higher. The general principle is straightforward. Steady retirement income, a pension, investment returns, all of these count in your favor. And here's another thing most people don't know or don't think about. Foreigners can actually buy property in Japan with almost no restrictions. No residency required. Actually, there's a lot of really affordable housing on the market. Several companies now exist specifically to help foreigners navigate the buying process, such as Akia and Anaka, Japan Property Central, Real Estate Japan. They handle the language, the paperwork, the agent. For repeat visitors, owning a cheap base camp often costs less than renting long term, and it may be a really convenient option depending on your situation. Health insurance is the requirement that blindsides most people. For any extended stay, you need coverage. If you're on a tourist visa, you're technically not enrolled in Japan's national health system, which means if something goes wrong, you're paying out of pocket. The smart move is international health insurance that explicitly covers Japan. Some recommendations include Safety Wing, Genki, and Cigna Global, among others, so check out these services. Some longer stay visa categories make this a hard requirement, not a suggestion. Practically speaking, Japan is an excellent retirement destination if the numbers work for you. Regional cities like Fukuoka, Kyoto, Kanazawa are safe, walkable, and significantly cheaper than Tokyo. No car needed. Healthcare quality is high. For a couple with a combined retirement income, the cost of living here is genuinely manageable. If you want to eventually stay permanently, the paths are spouse visa if applicable, highly skilled professional visa if your qualifications allow, or general permanent residency after 5 to 10 years. 10 years is standard, shorter for certain categories. But those are whole other episodes. Bottom line, Japan doesn't have a retirement visa yet. What it has is a combination of legal options that, when stacked correctly, make extended stays very possible. Knowing which applies to your situation is the whole game. And if you want to understand what life in Japan actually costs month to month, rent, food, insurance, all of it, then check out our last video about the cost of living in Japan. Link in the description.